Okay, recording has started. So, hello guys. First of all, I'm excited to introduce our new uh, calls named Frontend Talks. The reason of this call is to give you guys the experience to get something new in the front end, to learn something new, and to share your knowledges between your colleagues. So today, Ivan will present for us insight on the testing React components. Uh, how he described how we can deliver high quality application, how we can use effective testing, and in the critical part of the development process itself. So yeah, Ivan, please begin.
Thank you, mate. Hello, guys. Um, little talk about me. 6 years in front-end development and year in our company. Uh, Almost 2 years I write in tests in another project. And I want share my experience with it. Today we will talk about testing library and Jest, uh, and I try share this experience. I want to ask you, what do you know about testing? Maybe you can say what do you mean, why we need this. Is somebody wanna say me what is testing, guys?
In terms of front end, I would say just like checking if the component is like working in the way that the requirement is like given. So not considering like the backend part. Just in the front end, we just check if the workflow is working as per the requirement and like the
Yeah,
design and everything is fine. Like as a
yeah.
developer, that's what I'm most.
Mhm. Thank you, mate. I agree with you. For me, hi, right. This is verification that our code meets our expectations. Because if we mm, write something, we wait from this functionality some expectation. For example, we have function to capitalize first letter, and we wait this function return to us. String with first letter to capitalize it. Yeah, and if we wanna make test for it without Jest, without testing library, we can write something if to capitalize first letter, some string to equal some string, return true, another else false, throw error. Can handle it. Yeah, but um, we shouldn't did it because we have library for it, and we talk about it today. Uh, I want to say what different types of testing. We have a lot of another testing types. I I want to say about unit testing today. Um, and how do you think? Why should we write tests? Why we need it? It is maybe don't need do it. How do you think?
Because we wanna leave QAs without their jobs.
Uh, no. Maybe somebody know another important thing why we should write test. Dmitro,
No ideas.
To maintain both standard.
can you repeat?
Yeah, for like ensure the code quality and like facilitate the refactoring. also promotes the modularity and reusability of the code, like speed up the development process.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I agree with you with 100%. I read this text, test our report because they help find mistakes and improve code. When we write tests, we understand our code better and can find bugs easily. Also, writing tests takes time. It saves time in the future and makes maintaining the code easier. For me, writing tests, it's very cool teacher because when I write test, I understand how it works. For example, some library, React Query or Stack, you should write in test and understand how it works. And when you write testing, after that, you understand it. I share this is links in chat. You can clone and see this project, make npm install, and if you want, repeat it. Repeat me. I talk about Jest. I have few tests, and in these examples, I explain what is it, how it works. First of all, I want to say about describe and tests. Describe, this is wrapper. He has two arguments. First argument, this is string. Explain what is this. What is this? Yeah, describe what is this. Is test about math operations, and have two tests. Add two numbers, multiple two numbers, and this is it. This is test. This is equal functions. If you see, explain is equal. You can use it. You can use test. No matter. Just use something of what comfortable for you. And then this function have also two arguments. First argument we have explain what is this. It adds two numbers. Test multiples two numbers. Yeah, and function check this test. This test have expect. We expected something there. For example, first to capitalize letter, and this is a result. 1 plus 1 to be 2, return true. And then, and this 2 multiple 3 to be 6. We can use test without describe, but we can't use describe without tests. It's important. For now, for this slide, it's all. We have another topics.
One question.
Maybe you have question. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean by we can use without describe, but we can't use without describe? What does it mean?
For
So
example, we can yes use without describe. Just do tests and it's work for us.
Yeah, but why we can't use it without describe?
We can.
Okay. Any questions, guys?
No, 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 no.
Ivan, you're on mute.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, we have matchers. For example, we can write test and check another matchers. For example, 1 plus 1 to be 2. Expect this object to equal this object. This is all returned true. This is all test. True to be truthy. Null to be null. Undefined to be undefined to contain this array we check to contain. For example, we have to contain to be what else? Rejects, resolves, to be called, to be checked, to be defined, to be a lot of methods, matchers, what we can use for testing to contain element, to contain. I don't know why microphone muted. Interesting.
I think it's from my side. 1 second, let me change my device. It's automatically doing that.
Mhm. Okay,
You
when
can
I muted,
continue.
I hear it.
I'll just stop holding it. You can continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Now you hear me? All good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, maybe some questions about matchers. No? Okay. I think matchers. I won't make example how to test async, maybe fetching, maybe something else, async methods. For example, we made fetch data. This is fetch data resolve data. And we can expect fetch data results to be data. We use results to get from result fetch data. And this is test return true because we say this fetch data results and return data. We can use promise reject error, rejects to be error, and we can just use data await fetch data. This is our function, and get this is data to be data. This data returned our string. Maybe some questions about it.
Yeah, where we can use it in real life. For example, I have fetch with get, it's return array with objects, and how we can test it. Fetch data, okay, resolve to be, and in to be we should have array with objects with all data, or what? How it's
Okay.
working?
Good question. We talk about it in mock file, and you see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just remember it. We talk about it in mock. Usually, we mock it this feature. For example, in our project, we have feature. We just market it and return it a result what we wait from this feature. Good. I think good. Okay, we talk about async matchers. Maybe I don't know what we can. We talk about, I think, maybe in mocks. Just we have, I think we can test it await and get this is data. This main point for this example. Okay. This cool example about this functionality. Just have special functions. This is functions called have self life cycle. For example, this is function before all. Call it before all tests. Yeah. Before each, call it before each tests. After each, call it after each test. After all, call it after all tests. And this is all about this special. For example, in this example, we have data. Before all tests, we make array. Before each test, we push it test. After each test, we deleted this element. And after all, we clean this array and have empty array. For example, I forgot show you this example. I show now. For example, we have, you see, this is green arrows. We can start this test in WebStorm. We have console log setting up before all tests with empty array. Console log before each test with our element test. We now in this before all, before each, after each, we have empty array. Before each, this is second test. Yeah, we have again before each test, and after each test we cleaning, and cleaning after all tests. You see, understand how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. This is very usable because we can prepare some logic for example, before each test, we need prepare something data. After each, we should clean in after something data or reset. Okay, I show you how to start test from Storm, and we can start from package JSON. We have just command yarn test npm run test. We can run test. This is watch test when we change something in code. He showed to us. I don't know. For example, I click command save and got get matchers. All good. There's no need for debugging. When we write test, we see our changes in real time. Good. Maybe some question about this slide. No? Okay. Okay, Dmitro, about mock. Just mock is used to mock entire models. This is useful when you want to replace the real implementation of a model with a mock to avoid dependencies in tests. Example, suppose you have a model that makes an API request, but you want to avoid your requests in tests. I open mock example. For example, we have fetch data, and we say just mock, go to this path or library, can write something, Axios or testing, don't know. We mock it this library and say this is library returned fetch data. This is fetch data. And this fetch data is just function. About just function, we say talk in next slide. This just function returned to us just functionality. This is model. This mocked fetch data. This is why I need for TypeScript for understand it. Just fetch data. This is for just mock. And now we can say market fetch data, mock resolved value. This is resolved value, returned to us the data with some market data. This can be object, array, something else. And now we made fetch data, but we get this fetch data not from this import. We get this fetch data from mock. This is mock data. We say this is just function. This is mocked fetch data working in this. And when we expect data, we see this is data returned to us data mocked data. This mocked data we paste here. And we can check mocked fetch data to have been called times once because we call it only one time. Clear?
Clear. What if I wanted to mock some dependency and the some dependency? I don't want the mock faulty set dependency. I want just mock one part of this dependency. Is it possible with Jest?
We mock it only what we need from this library. For example, if we in this test using only one fetch data from this library, we mock it only this. Partially, no. When we make mock, we say this library return only this fetch data. If we want to add something else, we write some function just when and get here some function.
Okay.
This is on.
Thank you.
And about just function. Just function is used to create mock functions. This is useful for checking how often a function is called, with which arguments, and for setting controlled values that the function returns. We see my function. This is just function. We call it to have been called with word called. We make just function here. Const mock callback. We say this is just function. We move this mock callback to my function and call. When we call, after it, we check expect mock callback to have been called once. Good. This returned true. And mock callback to have been called with call it. This callback, call it with this word. Magic or understand? maybe need check play with it, because mock callback have a lot of arguments: get mock implementation, get mock name, mock clear, mock reset, mock return value. This is about just function. Just we say we don't use truly callback. We don't know what is callback. Just need make some function and check it. This can be just function. Okay, I love use spy on function, spy on he can spy on another function, window, console log, something else, don't know, some function, object with case. JSpy-on is used to spy on object methods. This is useful when you want to check if a specific method of an object was called and with what arguments without fully mocking the entire object. Example, you want to check that the log method of console object was called during code execution. We have mylogger function, and we want check call it this console log or not. We just have function from another library or another folder, don't know. And we check mylogger start. Expect we spy on this spy on to have been called. We can check to have been called times, called with, and check to have been called with loading some information, logging some information. Okay, and we can restore the original function for correctly working. This clear? Sometimes it's difficult to make spy on. I can't make that now example, but sometimes difficult to understand how to spy on something objects. But it's work. We try to each. We can Google how to spy on something, and spy on very useful, very helping for testing. Each very difficult topic for understand, because for me it was very difficult in my time when we when I see this is one function and got another function. It's difficult to understand for me, but I try to explain. We have test have loop. Each this test go each this array, and each element in this array have arguments in this callback. We see 1, 2, 3. This will be 1, 2, and 3. We expect some a plus b to b 3. I want to show you maybe run some function which should add 1 and 2 to equal 3. 1, 2 equal 3. 1 and 3 to equal 5. And 3 and 4 to equal 7. and we see it difficult to understand this. I hope I have tip for you. We use S for strings, G for numbers, E for integers, F for floating point numbers. Clear or difficult? Maybe question. Surprise. It's very difficult for me for understanding because I think it's difficult for you. Good.
So correct me if I'm wrong. By this possibility, you can pass as many arguments to
Mhm.
call the function as you want and call this function as many times as you want. So as many arguments, as many times you can call this function and get as many tests as arguments exist in the array. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need write test 1, 2, 3, and expect to 1, 2, 3, and go to next
Mhm.
2, 2, 3, 5.
So actually, we can define the test cases at the top of the top of the test, and then just run each and do not duplicate the code. Okay, cool.
Yes, it's very cool. This economy aligns, economy time, because we have each pass arguments, and this test made repeated functionality. We don't need use one and one again and again. This uh, check. We can just use test each and from arguments, testing each argument.
And can I reuse each? Sorry, can I use each every time? Because most of the cases, for example, I've read some function to make big calculation, and I need to test it on the big batch of the arguments. So each is the best approach for me, and I can use each whenever I want to test some functions.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes, of course.
So
You
okay.
can. This economy, your time economy strings. You can write a lot of strings, but you can pass this one array and working with it. It should be when use each when test copied copied expect to be uh, we made repeated functionality. We don't need write repeated functionality. We can use test each and write once. Okay. If you don't have any question, go to next. I want show you next test, and I think okay. We have some component, home component. This home component in pages, home. This is component, our component. We go to test and we use testing library for it. For render component, we use function render from testing library. Now, when we render this component, this is component we have in node DOM tree. We see it. This is component. And next, we can check. This is our screen. This is our document of this library. We render home. This is home we have in this screen. This screen we check. Get by role heading. Welcome to next. For example, we have welcome to next, and we check. We have this component heading. Welcome to check. Expect heading to be in the document, and this function return true. For example,
What is roles?
roles heading. This is it can be h1, h2, h3. This function get one moment. By role, we get role. For example, we'll check heading role, button roles, status image, cell table, main alert. Usually, screen or render have returned to us a lot of arguments. What we can check, all by text, query all by text, return it all text, all by role, container debug, find all by alt text. Usually I don't use all these methods. Usually I use get by text, get find by test ID. Don't know. Yeah, sometimes get by role. We have get by area label, but I don't see get by role, testing ID, get by text, all by. We have a lot of methods you can use for it. I prepared testing playground. For example, we have form, and we can check screen get by role text box. This is role text box. Alt text we don't have. Text label text email address, and we can check get by text, get by role checkbox, get by role button. This about I don't know how it help you, but for understanding, for play with it, you can play. When we finish, I take you this link.
Okay, thank you.
This is not all. This is not all. For now, I want run test and show you coverage. We have coverage. We can run just CI. We have 14 passage, but I forgot tell you about test. Sometimes we have case we don't have time for fix test, but we need quickly make push and push to development or prod, and we need quickly skip this test. We can skip, and this test don't run. For example, I rerun, and we have all test, but one skip it. Okay, test good, finish it with exit code 0, and deployment good. Coverage. We have folder coverage. This is folder generated from this command, test CI. We go to index.html and run in our browser. In our browser code coverage, we see our project covered up to 87%. Not all branch, not all cases covered. And then we can check what we don't cover it. We have handle click. This is button handle click, and we don't see this is a hidden message. And now I need write some test for fill this test up to 100%. I go to our test, remove skip. There we see render home, get by text, get by text. This is our button. We search text show message. This show message. This is button. We get it. Expect. This is a hidden message, not to be in document. This is true. Now this document it's not in document, but we have fire event. Fire event. This is user event. Fire event. This event we made custom synthetic event for click on this button. This fire event have a lot of methods. For example, blur, on change, copy, double click, drag, drop, focus, input, this is text input, key down, key press, key up, mouse center, you see, pause, play, don't think, reset, resize, scroll. This fire event imitate this event. This user made something. Double click, left click, right click on this button. After this click, we expect screen get by text. This is a hidden message to be in document. And this true. We rerun test. We have all test passed and go to our coverage HTML and see all branches covered. Our tests, our components work good. That's all about it. About testing. We have a lot of another things in testing library because we have act. This is I don't know now use it act or not. This is one render. We can use white wait something. We can use when we use set timeout, we should market set timeout. This is all experience, and I hope when you will write, you found these cases and easier made it. Thank you for your attention. Maybe you have some question, proposal.
No, when we start using test in our projects?
When you everything do For example, storybook when you do, we have two approach. When you finish project, all good. You write test and wait next task. You write testing and code quality grow and your experiences grow. We have a second approach. You can write first of all test and then write component. And this is named test drive development. Test drive development. You write test, all cases, and then you write component. It's cool, but it's cool when you have time.
Yes, but the issue is time, that like I am working with the ILPA from last 3 years, but I don't think so. We every task we have urgent, and so like it will also take time as well. So the unit testing also taking time, and only the worry about time because the management is always like every task is they want like urgent, 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 urgent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't need urgent, uh, you can say, I need 2 days for this task and week for testing.
Yeah, because like it is like most of the developer like not like this like unit testing because this is the extra coding or something.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you will work in company, maybe you will be one without testers. You should make test for yourself
Yeah.
uh, and explain to other заказчик uh, for your director, uh, for your boss. I need right test. I should check it. This is quality, and I need time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. No. Who knows? Maybe hopeful.
Mhm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
By the way,
Okay.
Abbas, in the scope of the whole task, which was yesterday estimated, I've also added a few refactoring points, and I'm pretty sure sometime in the next scope, in the next module, we can also add some stuff like tests, some stack like updates, refactoring libraries, etc., etc. So it's possible.
Yes.
Just need to find the time and argument why we need that right now,
Yeah.
and that's all. So yeah, maybe test also will be in our company as a required pipeline sometime, and I hope so.
Yeah. It is good. Yeah, it is good for the code quality and yes.
Yes, I forgot to say about documentation. You can read about Jest, about matchers, and documentations about Jest IO, async await, callbacks, all these things set up before each initializate city database, after each clear base, mat, Jest platform. You can read this documentation, not difficult. That's all for me. You can make a photo or screenshot and get this presentation by this QR code. Test and play around if it's useful for you. And you can check it. Okay, thank you, mate. Thank you, team. That's all.
Thank you.
Alexei,
Thank you.
finish record.
Yeah. So basically,